Hi, Stewart students, and welcome to your next virtual learning lesson for math. Make sure that you're ready to learn. Find a quiet place to work. Have out your math notebook and a pencil, and message your teacher if you need any more help. All right, today's objective, I will be able to convert customary units of capacity. In the last two lessons, we looked at converting customary units of length and weight. And today we're going to look at the last customary unit conversion for capacity. What is capacity? It's the amount a container can hold. So if I look at my delicious drink that I'm drinking right here, I don't think you'll be able to see it, but going up and down the side, it tells you how much this container can hold, which is its capacity. And one of the units it's measuring in is the customary system, and it's measuring fluid ounces. So this container right now is holding about 12 fluid ounces of my delicious drink. That's capacity. The customary capacity system has quite a few units, so this one can be a little tougher to remember. So let's look down here at the different examples for the units of customary capacity. The smallest that we will look at today is the fluid ounce. Now that's different than the ounce that we talked about in our last lesson when we looked at weight. A fluid ounce is different from the ounce used to measure weight. The word fluid makes you know that we're talking about liquids and capacity. So 1 fluid ounce is about the amount of liquid in a nail polish bottle. Then a little bit bigger than that is the cup. A cup is about a small baby bottle. And then we have a pint, which is about the amount in a small water bottle. A quart, which they're showing you is about the amount in a container of oil. And then a gallon is when we think of the big milk jug, okay, or a big water jug. So a gallon would be the largest amount that we're looking at today. Then smaller would be the quart, then the pint, then the cup, and then the smallest is the fluid ounce. Here are the conversions. 1 cup is equal to 8 fluid ounces. So about 8 nail polish bottles would equal a cup. A pint is equal to 2 cups. So there are 2 of these cups in a pint. A quart is equal to 2 pints. So if I have 2 pints, I get a quart. And then to make a gallon, I need 4 quarts to equal a gallon. All right, so let's put this into practice and try our first example. So again, just like before, I'm keeping the conversions up top, and I've also kept the examples of the units because remember, when we work with the customary system, we think big to small, we multiply, and small to big, we divide. So that's still the same as the previous 2 lessons. So you need to know which one's bigger and which one's smaller. Our first example says 4 pints are how many cups? So we're going to follow the same process. What's our given amount? What did they give us? They gave us 4 pints. Now we need to think, are we going big to small or small to big? Well, we have pints and we're going to cups. So we're going from bigger pints to smaller cups, which is multiplication. And now let's go find that conversion factor. What's the connection between pints and cups? Here we go. 1 pint equals 2 cups. So our conversion factor is 2. So 4 times 2 gives us 8 cups. So 4 pints are the same as 8 cups. Let's try another example. 16 quarts equals how many gallons? So we need to identify, we're talking about quarts right here. We have 16 of them. How many gallons would that be? Our given amount is 16. And then we need to think, are we going big to small or small to big? Well, quarts to gallons. Quarts are smaller than gallons. So we're going small to big, which is division. And let's find that conversion factor. What's the connection between quarts and gallons? Right here, 1 gallon equals 4 quarts. So 4 quarts are in a gallon. If we take those 16 quarts, divide them by 4, that will give us 4 gallons. So 16 quarts are equal to 4 gallons. All right, let's make a comparison now. If we have 8 cups and 60 fluid ounces, and the same hint that I've been telling you, when you have a comparison, it's best to change to the smaller unit because then you're not going to have fractions and decimals to deal with. So what's smaller, cups or fluid ounces? Fluid ounces are smaller. So let's change the cups to fluid ounces. So we're saying 8 cups equal how many fluid ounces? Rewrite your given unit or your given number, 8. Are we going big to small or small to big? Cups to fluid ounces. We're going big to small. So we multiply. And what's the conversion between cups and fluid ounces? 1 cup, 8 fluid ounces. So we're taking 8 cups times 8 fluid ounces in a cup, and that gives us 64 fluid ounces. So 8 cups is really the same thing as 64 fluid ounces. So 64 compared with 60 is greater. So 8 cups or 64 fluid ounces are greater than 60 fluid ounces. All right, in this next example, I'm going to show you how you might move from one unit to another unit, but skip in between. For example, we're going from 4 quarts down to cups. So if you notice, we're going from here, quarts, down to cups, which means we skipped this guy in between. So we have to do a second step in our problem. We're going to start off the same way. We're going to start off with thinking of 4 and converting it. But what's between quarts and cups? Pints. So first we need to convert quarts to pints, and then we can convert that many pints down to cups. So it's like 2 steps that we have to take. So let's do our first step. We're going to get to that next smaller unit. So 4 quarts times what give us pints? We're multiplying because we're going from bigger quarts down to smaller pints. So how many pints are in a quart? Right here, 1 quart equals 2 pints. So 4 times 2 gives us 8. So our first step, 4 quarts equal 8 of these pints. And now we need to get down to the cups. So we need to convert those 8 pints down to cups. So step 2 is to convert to that final unit. So we take our 8 pints and find our conversion factor. We're still multiplying because we're going from bigger to smaller. So we're going from pints to cups. So 1 pint equals 2 cups. That's our conversion. 8 times 2 equals 16. So 4 quarts equals 16 cups. These can be a little trickier because you have to do 2 steps. But if you think about it as just doing 2 problems within a problem, that might help you out. When you do some work later on, you might have to refer back to this slide and kind of review this process. I think that will help you out because that part can be a little tough. All right, just like with our previous customary lessons, we know that sometimes when we divide, we don't have an exact amount. So as with units of length and units of weight, measurements of capacity in the customary system can also be expressed as fractions. Our question says, how many quarts can be made from 7 pints? So what we're doing is we're taking 7 pints and converting it to quarts. So if you think about our sizing, we're going from smaller pints to bigger quarts. And if we look back here, pints and quarts are next to each other. So it's just one move. We don't have to worry about a double step. All right, so 2 pints equal a quart. So we're going to take our 7 pints and we're going to divide it by 2. So let's do that long division. How many 2's can we take out of 7? 3, because 3 times 2 equals 6, and 7 minus 6 equals 1. So we have a remainder of 1. Now, just like before, we would not write remainder. We would want to identify the units. So the remainder 1 means that there's 1 pint left over. So the fraction of a quart, remember to do that, we take the remainder over the divisor. So 1/2 is our fraction. So we can write this in a few different ways. We can say 7 pints equals 3 quarts with 1 remaining pint. So 3 quarts and 1 pint. Where'd you go, little one? There you are. Or we can make it the mixed number, 3 and 1/2. And the decimal for 1/2 is 0.5. So we could also say 3.5. So there are several ways that we could write this. All right. So here are some problems that I gave you to work on. So feel free to pause the video, work out these problems, and let your teacher know if you need help with any of them. And I'm going to send another video. It will be optional, but this is a project that I would normally do in class every year. I've been making this project for probably 7 or 8 years now, and it's the Gallon Guy and Gallon Girl project. And this is very useful in being able to understand customary capacity, because like I said, it can be very confusing. So I'm going to send a video of my son Vinny and I making this. If you want to get your materials ready, you're going to need 4 pieces of paper that are the same size and different colors. So you can take 4 pieces of construction paper. Vinny and I just finished painting 4 pieces of white paper because I didn't have any construction paper left. So whatever you want to do. So 4 colors of paper the same size. And then you might want another piece to do the head. And I'll give you more detail about this in the next video. So that will be an option for you to do if you would like, something for you to be creative with. And if you have questions, let your teacher know. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.